दृष्टि तुम्हारी उपकारी, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों प्यारे बच्चों, मीठे बच्चों प्यारे बच्चों। संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, पवित्रता बरसाए जग में। फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
बाबा की 28/1/2026 के साकार महावाक्य हैं।
These are the Sakar elevated versions of Baba of 28th January 2026. We were listening to a song which was about the bestower of fortune has come to create our fortune.
विशेष यही बात बताई है
So in today's Murli, Baba also
जब
says,
किसी परिवार में बच्चे का जन्म होता है,
if a child takes birth in any of the families,
माँ की कोख से जन्म लेता है,
though a mother gives birth to the child,
सगे संबंधी सभी बधाई
everyone just celebrates and everyone congratulates the father.
अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, कांग्रेचुलेट करते हैं कि आपके पास बच्चा पैदा हुआ।
So that family has been blessed with the child.
पास चलता है तो यहाँ बाबा कहते हैं
So this happens usually in the world, whereas here Baba says you should leave the old world
जन्म लिया है
and you have taken birth.
और बाप के पास जन्म लिया है तो बाप के वर्षे के
So when
अधिकारी बन
we have taken this divine birth, we have the right to Baba's inheritance.
महसूस
So you have to realize your right,
के आधार पर
and
अपने भाग्य को
based on that rights,
दूसरी
you have to
बाबा ने
create
आज
your
की
fortune.
वाणी से ये बताया है कि परमात्मा पिता जो खुद बीज रूप है,
So Baba says the Supreme Father, whose form is the seed form,
परिचय मेरे सिवाय कोई नहीं दे सकता।
so Baba says except Baba no one can give the knowledge of the human world tree.
दो आत्माएं कितने भी
In the
सालों
world,
से एक दूसरे के साथ रहती हैं,
two souls just stayed together throughout their life. Still
एक दूसरे के साथ नहीं होता है,
they may not have the complete information about, they usually don't know about each other, maybe to the extent of 100% until and unless one opens up and shares that information. So in the same way, Baba says Baba is the one
नहीं देता है,
whose information or whose introduction is not known completely until he comes and gives that
बारे में अलग
his own introduction. That's why the world has so many beliefs about him.
को सर्वव्यापी कहते
Some say that he is omnipresent, some say that he is beyond the name and form,
कोई परमात्मा
and some say that
ज्योति रूप में मानता
his
है।
form is the point of light.
लोगों की अलग-अलग
So
मान्यताएं,
people have different beliefs, they have different that feelings or regard.
को जाना
So based on that, they have recognized the Father.
परिचय नहीं है।
Of course, that's not the fact, that's not the complete introduction. So Baba says, Baba only comes and gives that accurate introduction about himself and also about the three worlds and also about the past, present and future and of the
तो बाबा कहते विश्व
of the world.
मालिक बन सकते हैं।
So when you children follow Baba's directions, then you can become the masters of the world. So these were the prominent aspects.
बाबा की महावाणी
Let's listen to Baba's elevated versions.
रूप में बाबा कह रहे हैं,
Baba says in essence
मीठे
that
बच्चे
sweet children, the most beloved Shiv Baba has come to make you children into the masters of the world.
विश्व का मालिक बनाने के लिए
Therefore, follow his Srimad.
beloved शिव बाबा आए हैं, तुम बच्चों को
Sweet children, the most beloved Shiv Baba has come to make you children into the masters of the world.
हमें क्या करना है?
Therefore, follow his Srimad.
तुम उनकी श्रीमत पर चलो,
Question:
उनकी श्रीमत पर चलो। फिर बाबा का प्रश्न है,
what two completely contradictory things in connection with the Supreme Father do people tell one another?
एक दूसरे से भिन्न बोलते हैं, मनुष्य परमात्मा के बारे में
What two contradictory, that two completely contradictory
एक दूसरे से
things
भिन्न
that
हो
people tell one another when it comes to the Supreme Father.
एक
So answer, on one hand they say that He's the eternal light.
परमात्मा अखंड ज्योति स्वरूप है, एक और कहते हैं
On one side they say that, on one hand
स्वरूप है,
they say that He's the eternal light. On the other hand they say that He is beyond name and form.
नाम रूप से न्यारा है।
These two aspects
और
contradict
कहते हैं
each other.
नाम रूप से न्यारा है। तो ये दो बातें एक दूसरे से भिन्न हो जाती हैं। एक में बताते हैं कि वो अखंड ज्योति स्वरूप
On
है,
the one hand
दूसरे में कहते हैं
they
उसका
say
नाम
that
भी
He's the
नहीं है,
eternal
रूप
light,
भी नहीं
and
है।
on the other hand they say that He
बातें
doesn't have the name or form, He's
contradictory हो
beyond
जाती
that.
हैं। तो बाबा
So
कहते हैं,
both are
दुनिया वाले ऐसे
contradictory,
बोलते
and
रहते
people of
हैं,
the world have said this.
यथार्थ रूप से
Because of not knowing
न
Him
जानने के
accurately, they
कारण
continue to become impure.
आत्माएं पतित बनती जाती हैं। परमात्मा को
Because of not knowing Him accurately, they continue to become impure.
आत्माएं पतित बनती जाती हैं। बाप जब
When the
आते
Father
हैं,
comes, He gives His
तब
true
अपनी
introduction.
सही पहचान बताते हैं। बाप जब आते हैं,
When the Father
तब
comes,
अपनी
He
सही
gives His true
पहचान
introduction.
बताते हैं। बाबा का गीत है,
Song, to live in
मरना
your
तेरी गली,
lane and to die in your lane.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
बच्चों
You
ने
children heard the
गीत
song. When
जब
someone
कोई
dies,
मरते हैं,
he takes birth to a
बाप के
father.
पास जन्म लेंगे। कहने में आता
It is
है,
said that he took birth to his
बाप के
father.
पास जन्म लिया। माँ का नाम
They
नहीं
don't mention the mother's name,
जैसे मैंने पहले
just
बताया
like
कि
how I
लौकिक में
just
बच्चा जन्मता है तो
in the
बाप को
beginning
बधाई
that when a
देते हैं।
child is born, people
बधाइयाँ
just
बाप को दी
congratulate the
जाती हैं।
father. They don't
यहाँ
mention the mother's name.
अभी
Congratulations
बच्चे
are given to
जानते
the
हैं
father.
कि हम
You children now
आत्माएं हैं।
understand that you are
वो
souls.
फिर शरीर की बात हो गई।
That
लौकिक
is
में शरीर
in
की बात हो गई।
in the world they
यहाँ
congratulate just
फिर
because a
आत्मा
child is born,
एक शरीर छोड़कर
whereas here Baba
फिर
says
दूसरे
it's the
बाप
matter
के
of
पास
the
जाता है।
soul. That was an
यहाँ
aspect of bodies.
तुम
A soul
84
shuts his
जन्मों
body
में
and goes to his next father.
84 साकारी
In
बाप
84 births, you have had 84
84
physical
जन्म में
fathers.
हमारे लौकिक बाप भी अलग-अलग 84 रहे हैं।
In fact,
वास्तव में
you
असल
are
में हो
originally the
तुम
children of the
निराकार
incorporeal
बाप के
Father.
नीचे। तुम आत्मा परम
You
पिता
souls are the
परमात्मा
children
के
of the
नीचे।
Supreme Father and the Supreme
रहने
Soul.
वाले भी
You are in fact the
वहाँ पे
residents of the place that is
जिसको
called
वो निर्वाण
the land of
धाम
Nirvana
व
and the
शांति
land of
धाम
peace.
कहा जाता है। असल
You
में
are originally
वहाँ
the
पे है।
residents of that place.
यहाँ तो बाबा कहते हैं सिर्फ पाठ
Baba
बजाने
says,
हैं।
we have
असली
just
घर
come
हमारा
to play our roles here, but that is our
बाप भी
original
वहाँ
home.
ही रहते हैं।
The Father too
यहाँ
resides
आकर
there. You come here and
लौकिक
become
बाप
children
के
of the
बच्चे
physical
बनते हैं।
fathers.
तो
So
फिर
you forget that
उस
Father.
बाप को भूल जाते हो, है ना? बाबा कहते हैं नीचे आते
Baba
हो,
says, as soon as you
लौकिक
come
में
down
फंस
to this
जाते हो,
physical world to
मुझ
play your
निराकार
roles,
बाप को भूल
so when
जाते
you
हो।
just
सतयुग
become
में भी
the
तुम
child of the
सुखी बन
physical
जाते हो,
Father, we
तो भी
forget that
फिर
incorporeal
उस
Father.
पारलौकिक बाप को
So in the golden age, when you are happy, you even forget that Parlaukic
बाप
Father.
का कोई भी
None of
स्मरण
them
नहीं
remembers
करते।
that Father when they are
दुख
happy.
में
They
सभी
remember
याद
Him when
करते
they
हैं
are unhappy,
और
and it is
याद भी
souls who
कौन
remember
करती
Him.
है?
It is
आत्मा
actually
करती
the soul
है। जब
who remembers
लौकिक
Shiv
बाप
Baba.
को याद
When a
करते हो,
physical father is remembered,
बुद्धि
the intellect goes
शरीर
towards the
की
body.
तरफ जाती है। लेकिन जब
When this
पारलौकिक
Baba,
बाप
that
को
is,
याद
so
करेंगे
when we
तो कहेंगे
remember the
ओ
Parlaukic
बाबा।
Father, we say
वैसे
that,
दोनों बाबा
O
हैं,
Baba.
लौकिक भी हैं,
So Baba
पारलौकिक
says,
भी हैं। राइट
we
अक्षर
have two
बाबा ही
Babas.
हैं।
Even people of the
वो भी
world call their
फादर,
father as
ये भी
Baba.
फादर।
So when this Brahma
आत्मा
Baba
फिर उस
remembers
रूहानी
that Shiv
बाप को
Baba,
याद करती है
he
तो
says,
बुद्धि फिर
O Baba.
वहाँ चली जाती
Both
है,
are Babas. The
परमधाम में
right
चली
word is
जाती है।
Baba. That
तो
is the father, and this is also, this one is also a father. So when a soul remembers that spiritual father, his intellect goes there. The father sits here and explains to you children, you now understand that Baba has come and made you belong to him. The father says, when I first sent you to heaven, you were very wealthy, whereas now Baba just brings this aspect in our awareness that Baba says we were very wealthy when we were sent to heaven by Baba, whereas now, having taken 84 births according to the drama plan, you are unhappy. Baba says, why are you unhappy? Because as per drama plan. Now, according to the drama, the old world has to finish. You souls and your bodily costumes were Sato Pradhan. When the souls were in the golden age, the souls and the souls costume also both were Sato Pradhan. Then your souls went from golden to the silver age, then your bodies there also became silver aged. So in the same way, the soul went into the copper age. So you souls have completely become impure, and so your bodies also are impure. Baba just gives the knowledge of the soul. That is, there once upon a time, we souls were perfect Sato Pradhan. Then we went through the stages of this Sato, then Rajo, then Tamo, then finally at last we became impure. Just as no one likes Just as no one likes 14-karat gold because it becomes tarnished, so you too have become tarnished and you have become iron-aged. So now, how can souls and bodies that have become so ugly become pure again? Baba says, because the soul has become completely impure, so how can him be made pure? Baba says, until and unless the soul becomes pure, the soul cannot receive that pure body. When souls become pure, they receive pure bodies. How will you become like that? Is it by taking bath in the Ganges? You call out, O purifier. It is souls who say this. The intellect just goes to the Parlaukic Father. Oh Baba, look how sweet the word Baba is. It's only in Bharat that you say Baba, Baba. You now belong to Baba and you are becoming soul conscious. The Father says, I sent you to heaven. You adopted new bodies. What have you become now? You should always keep these things within you. Baba just brings these things. So we should always have these things within us. So remember the Father. You remember Him. Oh Baba, we souls have become impure. Now come and purify us. This part is fixed in the drama, and this is why they call out. According to the drama plan, he will only come here when the old world has to become new again. Therefore, he definitely has to come at the confluence age. Baba says this is the time when he has to come. And you children have the faith that Baba is the most beloved. It's also said that sweet, sweeter and sweetest. Now who is sweet? In the worldly relations, first it is the father who gives you birth. Then there is the teacher, he's good. You study with him and claim his status. It is said, because a child is born, then he gets his education through the teacher. Then based on that, he claims the good status. That's why it is said. And this father is the sweetest. Why is he the sweetest one? Because the knowledge which is given by this father, that becomes our source of income. for a half a cycle.
ऊंचा चढ़ाने के
That becomes the basis for our ascending stage for another half of the cycle. That's why it is said knowledge is the source of income, Gyan is this knowledge, and Yoga is remembrance. So you forget the unlimited Father who made you into the masters of heaven.
तुम्हें स्वर्ग का मालिक बनाया था, उनको तुम अभी
No one knows how Shiv Baba comes.
बाबा कह रहे हैं कि जिसने तुमको ये विश्व का मालिक
Baba
बनाया,
says
ऐसे बाप
the one who made you into the master of the world, such a father is forgotten. And at this time, with his remembrance, with his Srimad, we become the masters of the world.
शिव बाबा कैसे आया,
No one knows how Shiv Baba comes.
चित्रों में
It's
भी
clearly shown in the pictures that Shiv Baba carries out establishment through Brahma.
शिव बाबा कराते हैं।
How could Krishna teach Raj Yoga?
कैसे राजयोग सिखाएगा, राजयोग सिखाते
Raj Yoga is taught for the golden age.
जाने के लिए, तो जरूर
Therefore, the Father would surely teach it at the confluence age.
ही हमें राजयोग सिखाया होगा।
It is Baba who establishes the golden age.
बाबा है, शिव बाबा
Shiv Baba carries it out through this one.
वो करण
He is the Karan Karavanhar, the one who acts and also acts through others.
ब्रह्मा कह देते हैं।
Those people speak of Trimurti Brahma, and Shiva is the highest on high.
यह साकार है,
This one is the corporeal, and whereas that one is incorporeal. The world exists anyways here. The cycle of this world continues to turn, it continues to repeat.
रिपीट होता रहता है।
There is no mention of the cycle of the world in the subtle region. It is the world history and geography. Baba just gives the clarity. Baba says,
सूक्ष्म वतन का चक्र नहीं गाया जाता है,
no one mentions the cycle of the world in the subtle region because the
तो वर्ल्ड
subtle region exists only at this confluence age.
मनुष्यों की रिपीट होती है।
So it is the world's history and geography of human beings that repeat, and there is no cycle in the subtle region. They speak about the repetition of world history and geography.
रिपीट तो वो
That refers to this time. And there is the golden age, silver age, copper age, iron age, confluence age is definitely required in between.
युग जरूर चाहिए, नहीं तो
Otherwise, who would make the iron age into golden age?
बाबा कहते हैं
Baba says,
कि जब पतित बन जाए
when the world becomes impure,
बनाने के लिए बीच में संगम का युग,
so in order to transform that impure world into the pure one, definitely confluence age is required.
बाप फिर
So the Father comes at the confluence age to change the residents of hell into the residents of heaven. He is the highest authority, the God fatherly government, and Dharmaraj is also with him.
कहती हैं कि
Souls say, I am without virtues, I have no virtues.
देवता के मंदिर में
People say this when they go in front of the deity idols in the temples.
वास्तव में
They should say this to the Father
बाप को निर्गुण हारे खुद बन गए हैं,
because the souls have become
हैं तो उस बाप
the ones without virtues and they have become impure. They have to sing this in front of Shiv Baba, not in front of the deities, because the same deity souls have become impure.
ब्रदर्स को
They put him aside, they put the Father aside, and they go and say this to the brothers. Those deities are brothers.
कुछ भी मिलना
You don't receive anything from brothers.
की पूजा
While worshipping brothers, you have continued to come down.
बाबा कहते
Baba says,
नहीं है ना
because of not recognizing the Father, that's why the people of the world or the souls have started considering deities as God, and they just sing this phrase.
देवता बनाने वाला तो मैं,
But Baba says that it is Baba who makes deities. Because of not understanding this, they say such things in front of deities.
वर्षा फिर हमें
You children now understand that Baba has come and you receive the inheritance from him. People don't even know the Father and they say that he is omnipresent. Some say that he is the eternal element of light. Others say that he is beyond the name and form.
अखंड
Since he is the form of eternal light, how can
नाम रूप से न्यारा
he be beyond name and form?
बाप
Because of not knowing the Father, people have become impure.
बन पड़े हैं।
Everyone has to become Tamo Pradhan. When the Father comes, he makes everyone Sato Pradhan.
आकर सभी को सतो प्रधान बनाते हैं।
All the souls reside with the Father in the incorporeal world.
सब बाप के साथ रहते
Then they come here and play their parts as they go through the Sato, Rajo and Tamo stages.
करके अपना पार्ट बजाती है।
Souls remember the Father.
को याद करती है
The Father comes and says, I take the support of the body of the Brahma.
कि मैं ब्रह्मा तन का आधार लेता हूँ।
This is the lucky chariot.
भाग्यशाली रथ
There can't be a chariot without a soul.
होता है। तो अभी तो
It's been explained to you children that this is the reign of knowledge and it is this knowledge. What happens through this?
इससे क्या होता है?
What will happen through this knowledge? The impure world becomes pure.
बन जाती है।
The river Ganges and the river Jamuna will also exist in the golden age.
नदियों में स्नान करने से पावन नहीं बनते, लेकिन आत्मा को योग अग्नि में तपाने
So just by taking bath in the Ganges,
कहते भी
the soul will not become pure, but the soul has to be in the constant remembrance of the Shiv Baba. They say that Krishna plays on the banks of river Ganges. There is nothing like that. He is a prince of the golden age. He is looked after very well because he is a flower.
शास्त्रों में जो कृष्ण
In the scriptures,
आई है
when
किया है,
what is mentioned about Sri Krishna,
बाबा कहते वास्तव में वो बातें
so Baba says,
ही लिख दी
what they have mentioned about Krishna's place on the banks of river Jamuna, Baba says, whatever is written in the scriptures, it's not that accurate because he's the prince of the golden age and is looked after very well. And what's described in the scriptures, it doesn't go like that.
होते हैं। फूलों से सब
A flower is very good and beautiful. Everyone comes and takes fragrance from flowers. No one takes fragrance from thorns
संसार का सबसे बड़ा
because he's such a fragrant flower of the world. So people just come and they take the fragrance from that flower. No one takes fragrance from the thorns. This is now the world of thorns. The Father comes and makes this forest of thorns into a garden of flowers. That's why it's called Babulnath.
मुंबई में मंदिर है ना बड़ा
In Mumbai, there is a temple,
बबुलनाथ का
the Babulnath, which means the Lord of Thorns.
बबुलनाथ कांटों को बैठ करके फूल बना
Because he sits here and changes those thorns into flowers, he's praised as the Baba who changes thorns into flowers. Right? There is a song on this. Baba just remembers that song. You children should have so much love for the Father.
लाव होना चाहिए
Physical fathers just throw you into the gutter.
में डालते हैं
This Father purifies you and removes you from the gutter for 21 births.
गटर से निकाल करके पावन बनाते हैं।
They make you impure.
बात है एक
This is the most wonderful thing that Baba says. Baba comes and removes
वह तुम
from that gutter for 21 births. They make you impure, and this is why souls, while having worldly fathers, still remember the Father from beyond this world.
बाबा कहते आत्मा को खींच होती
Because the soul has the pull of Baba.
के भूल जाते
Because we come here,
याद है
but the soul remembers that Paralaukik Father comes and he purifies the soul, the impure soul, into a pure soul. That's why the soul has that pull.
आधा कलप बाप
Now you now understand that you have been remembering the Father for half a cycle. The Father definitely comes. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva. You now know that you belong to the unlimited Father.
बाप के बने हैं।
You now have a relationship with Him and also with your worldly fathers.
तोड़ तो निभाना है ना
Of course, we have to fulfill the responsibilities. By remembering the Father from beyond, you will become pure.
तुम पावन बनेंगे
You souls understand that those are your worldly fathers, and this one is the Father from beyond.
लौकिक बाप है। भक्ति मार्ग में
Even on the path of devotion, souls understand this.
कहते हैं ना भगवान को ओ गॉड फादर
That's why the souls call out, O God, the Father. Even on the path of devotion, they just sing,
पिता हम बालक हैं।
You are the mother and father, and we are your children.
बाप को भी याद करते थे पारलौकिक बाप को
On the path of devotion, the souls remembered their
परिचय नहीं था।
worldly father as well as the parlokik father.
करते हैं ना, वही बाप आकर के हैविन स्थापन करते हैं। ये बातें फिर किसको भी पता नहीं।
So souls remember the imperishable father, but no one understands the father comes and establishes heaven. In the scriptures, they have given a long duration to all the ages. It doesn't enter anyone's thoughts that Father comes to purify the impure, and he would surely have to come at the confluence age.
जरूर फिर कब आएंगे? संगम पर ही आएंगे। कल की आयु
They have written that duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years and have thrown people into the total darkness.
धक्के खाते रहते हैं।
They continue to stumble around in order to attain God. They said that those who do a lot of devotion definitely attain God.
उनको ही भगवान मिलता है। अब सबसे
Those who do the most devotion should definitely find Him first.
पहले मिलना चाहिए ना।
The Father has shown you the clear account.
किया है। सबसे
You are the ones who perform devotion first.
हम ही आत्माओं ने की ना।
We souls have performed the devotion the most. We were the ones who entered this physical world, and we just started the system of devotion in the copper age.
हमें पहले
So that's why we attained Baba first.
हैं कि बाप ने हिसाब भी
So Baba has shown you the clear account. You are the ones who perform devotion first.
तुमको ही
And therefore, you should receive this knowledge from God first so that you can go and rule in the new world.
तो फिर तुम नई दुनिया में जाकर के राज्य भी करो। तो बेहद का बाप
The unlimited Father is giving you children this knowledge.
दे रहे हैं। समझ दे
There is no question of difficulty about it.
की कोई बात नहीं है।
The Father says, You have been remembering me for half a cycle. No one remembers me when they are in happiness. It's when everyone becomes unhappy at the end that I come and make you happy.
तुम्हें सुखी बना। बाबा कहते मुझे कोई तकलीफ नहीं है। तुमने
Baba says,
मुझे पुकारा
You have been remembering me for half a cycle, and as per the drama plan, Baba comes and plays his role of making us happy and pure.
अभी तुम बहुत बड़े आदमी
Baba says, You are now becoming great people. Look how first class the bungalows of the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister are. There,
राष्ट्रपति भवन में जाते
for instance, Rashtrapati Bhavan, when you see the
होता है। बाबा कहते कलयुग के
outlook of that building, Baba says, even at the last of,
आकर्षक है।
that is the last of the cycle,
इससे तो
so even we can witness such magnificent buildings. So Baba says, so think about the palaces of the golden age, how
सारा फर्नीचर
huge and
क्लास होगा।
how those buildings would be. So there also Baba says, Baba gives
क्लास होती है।
the cows
बाबा कहते बहुत
and the furniture etc. will be first class.
इतने बड़े आदमी
You are becoming such great people, that is deities.
गुणों वाले देवता स्वर्ग
You are becoming deities with the divine virtues, the masters of heaven. There, your palaces will be studded with diamonds and jewels.
वहाँ तुम्हारा फर्नीचर भी
There, your furniture will be first class and studded with gold. Here, even the swings are of very poor quality.
लकड़ी के झूलों में हम लोग झूलते हैं।
So we just swing in the swings of which are made of wood.
के सारे
So Baba just says that everything will be studded with gold and diamonds.
वहाँ तो फर्स्ट क्लास ही
There, everything will be just first class and studded with diamonds and jewels. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Shiva is called Rudra, and when devotion comes to an end, God creates the sacrificial fire of Rudra. In the golden age, there is no question of the sacrificial fires or devotion.
की कोई बातें नहीं होती हैं।
At this time, the Father creates this imperishable sacrificial fire of Rudra, which is then remembered later.
बाबा कहते संगम का ही समय है।
This is the time of the confluence when Baba comes and he just starts the sacrificial fire of Rudra. which is later remembered. Devotion doesn't continue for all the time. There is devotion and this knowledge. Devotion is the night and the knowledge is the day. The Father comes and brings the day. Therefore, you children should have so much love for the Father. Baba is making you into the masters of the world. Baba is just reminding us that such a Father who is taking you into the light, who is taking you into the golden age, who is taking you into that kind of perfect world. So we should have such love, so much love for such a Father. He is making you into the masters of the world. He is the most beloved Baba. There can't be anything lovelier than He is. Is there anything which is more lovelier than Baba? Baba is the most loveliest of all. You have been remembering Him for half a cycle. Baba, come and remove our sorrow. So Father has come now and explains, you have to live at home with your family. For how long could you stay here with Baba? You can only stay with Baba in the supreme abode, because during the initial times, that is beginning of the creation of the sacrificial fire, many children had this desire to stay along with Baba. But Baba said you have to live at home, manage the household activities. What do you do by sitting here? Anyways, you only stay with Baba in the supreme abode. So you have come down, you have to play your roles. Whatever role you have received, you must play. So many children can't stay here. How could the teachers ask question? Because at that time it was very small. So how could teacher ask questions? Would you be able to respond to a loudspeaker? This is why he only teaches a few students at a time. Baba says he just takes class for a small group so that they will be able to imbibe and they will be able to receive the sustenance. Baba doesn't conduct classes just like in mass gatherings or any other gatherings. That's why Baba says, how many centers have been opened across India? There are many centers which have been opened and the sustenance also is given through them. There are so many colleges and all of them have to take exams. A list is made. Here it's only the one Father who is teaching you. You have to explain that everyone remembers the Father from beyond this world at the times of sorrow. That Father has come here, and this great Mahabharat war is in front of you. Those people think that Krishna too came at the time of Mahabharat war. That is impossible. People are completely confused. In spite of that, they continue to remember Krishna. Now, as well as Shiva, Sri Krishna is the most beloved. However, he is corporeal, whereas that one is incorporeal. The incorporeal Father is the Father of all souls. Both are the most beloved. Sri Krishna is also the master of the world. You can now judge for yourself who is lovelier. It is Shiv Baba who makes Sri Krishna like that. Shiv Baba makes Sri Krishna as worthy as he was in the golden age. So it is only Shiv Baba who makes you as worthy as that. So what does Sri Krishna do? Only the Father makes him become like that, so that Father should be praised more. They have portrayed the dance of Shankar. In fact, there is no question of a dance, etc. They say that Shankar had performed the dance with which the destruction of the world took place. Baba says it has been just showed. when it's the time of the Mahabharata war, even the elements, 5 elements will dance. They just perform their they create that type of chaos. So at that time you will be able to witness. It's just Shankar has been shown. So Baba says that's just been presented as a symbol. So we will be witnessing the activities or the dance of the nature later. The Father has explained to you, all of you are Parvati's Shiva. The Lord of Immortality is telling you the story. That's the viceless world. There is no question of vice there. Would the Father create a vicious world? The God comes in this world in order to create that new world. He doesn't create that old world. Because people of the world just assume Sri Krishna to be God because he came in the copper age. And he just gave the knowledge of the Gita. Because if God has come, that is Sri Krishna has come in the copper age, how did the world become iron age? How did it degrade? So Baba says when God comes, there must be something like an ascending stage. A world has to go towards that grace. They go, people of the world, they learn many types of Hatha Yoga. They go and sit in caves. They even walk on a fire. There is a lot of occult power. Many things are made to emerge through magic. What and all things they do, they just show you the comb. Then they take out all the things of the devotion just to have their impact or show their splendor. They do so many things. In fact, God is also called the magician, the jewel merchant, and also the businessman. Therefore, he definitely must be living. He says, I do come because he's the magician. And what the wonder that Baba performs, no one can, because God himself is come and he's making a beggar into a prince and a human being into a deity. Baba is telling, have you ever seen such a magic? Baba says this is the wonder that only Baba can do. So this wonder must be informed to the people of the world. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first point, you have to go to that garden of flowers, therefore become fragrant flowers. Don't cause anyone sorrow. Have all relationships with one Paralaukik Father. This is the service that we have to do, to forge that relationship with one Paralaukik Father. The second, Shiv Baba is the loveliest of all. Have love for him alone. Remember the Father, the bestower of happiness. Baba is the loveliest of all, and we should have love for him alone. So we have to remember the Father who is the bestower of happiness. Today's blessing. May you be a master bestower and give the cooperation of your virtues and powers without noticing anyone's defects or weaknesses. May you be a master bestower and give the cooperation of your virtues and powers without noticing anyone's defects or weaknesses.
सहयोग देने वाले मास्टर दाता भव। वरदान का
A
विस्तार
master bestower is one who constantly has the spiritual feeling of all the spirits having a right
जो सदा
to the inheritance just like him or herself.
कि सर्व रूहे हमारे समान वर्षे के अधिकारी बन जाए। मास्टर दाता
A master bestower is one who constantly has the spiritual feeling of all the spirits having a right to the inheritance just like him or herself.
बाप समान हमारे समान वर्षे की अधिकारी बन जाए। किसी की कमी कमजोरी
Instead of noticing anyone's weaknesses or defects, he gives the cooperation of his virtues and powers.
गुणों का शक्तियों का सहयोग देते हैं। यह ऐसा
Instead of having the feeling that this one is always like this, let there be the pure feeling of making that one equal to the Father.
ये शुभ भावना हो। साथ साथ यही श्रेष्ठ
Along with this, let there be the elevated desire that having been bankrupt, unhappy, and peaceless, let all these souls become happy, peaceful, and prosperous, full of all treasures.
शांत सुख रूपी माला माल बन जाए, तब कहेंगे
Only then you would be called a master bestower.
बाबा कहते हमारे पास जो गुण और शक्तियों का
Whatever
stock
powers and the
जमा है,
virtues, the stock of all the powers and virtues that we have accumulated,
सक्षम बनाना शक्तिशाली
so through that stock we have to make other souls also worthy. Sometimes we come under this opinion that this soul is like this always.
बाबा कहते
So Baba says just change this, because
दाता की
this is not the quality of a master bestower.
ऐसी है
Even if you come across such a soul who is always like that, we must give the cooperation of our virtues and powers, and we have to make that soul equal to the Father.
और बाबा कहते अंदर में यही भावना
So always let there be this elevated desire that the bankrupt, unhappy, all the peaceless souls,
आत्माओं को मैं कैसे शांत
how can I make them, how can I show them the path
वर्षे की
to let them claim the inheritance of Baba?
हमेशा
So we should have this elevated desire.
स्लोगन है मन
Slogan: those who serve with their thoughts, words, and deeds are constant servers. Service is merged in every breath of theirs.
सेवाधारी है। मनसा वाचा
Those who serve with their thoughts, words, deeds are constant servers. The service is merged in every breath of theirs.
उनके हर श्वास में सेवा समाई हुई है। उनके हर श्वास में सेवा समाई हुई है। और आज का अव्यक्त इशारा है
Today's Abhyakt signal:
पहले
in the Abhyakt month, so first of all, become liberated from your body, your bodily relations, and the awareness of this old world. Only after, first of all, we have to go beyond the consciousness of this body or the awareness of this body, then bodily relations, then the awareness of this old world. Then, after experiencing this stage of liberation, will you be able to experience the liberation in life?
जीवन मुक्ति का अनुभव स्वतः होगा।
So check, while living your life, to what extent have you become free from any attractions of the bodily relations and the old world?
पुरानी दुनिया के आकर्षण से कहाँ तक मुक्त बने हैं। बाबा अपनी चेकिंग करा रहे हैं कि
Baba wants us to check ourselves. To what extent have I liberated myself from the awareness of the body, and then the bodily relations, then the awareness of this old world? Today's schedule goes like this.
शाम को डायमंड हॉल में
All the sisters and brothers will reach the Diamond Hall by 5 p.m.
6 से 7
5:30 till 6
आदरणीय
there is
सेठ
yoga,
बनारसी
and
भाई
6
जी का
p.m.
क्लास
there is a
रहेगा।
class by
विषय
Banarasi brother.
वर्तमान समय
The
अनुसार
topic is
त्रिव्य पुरुषार्थ।
what's the intense effort for the present
शांतिवन
time.
निवासी और बीके कॉलोनी के
The
भाई बहनों के
residents
लिए
or the brothers and
शाम
sisters of
6
Shantivan and
से
BK
8
colony,
का योग
their
दादी जी
meditation
हॉल में
is
रहेगा।
at Dadi Ji's meeting hall.
डायमंड हॉल के सेवाधारी मणिनगर सब जोन के भाई बहने
All
10
the
बजे
brothers
दादी
and
मीटिंग
sisters
हॉल
of
में पहुंचे।
Maninagar will reach
वहाँ
Dadi Ji's
आपको
meeting
सेवा दी
hall where
जाएगी।
your service will be assigned to you.
महादेव नगर के कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल के सेवाधारी भाई बहने
And
नाश्ता
the
करके 9
Sevadari
बजे
brothers and
कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में
sisters of
पहुंचे।
Maninagar
आपसे मिलेंगे।
will
सूरत वराचा एवं उनके
reach the
संबंधित
conference
सभी
hall
सेवा
where
केंद्र के
the
भाई
teacher will
बहने
come and meet all of
आज
you.
सवेरे 9 बजे डायमंड हॉल में पीछे की साइड आएंगे। आप सभी के लिए विशेष क्लास और मीटिंग है। आवश्यक सूचना सुरक्षा प्रभाग शांतिवन द्वारा विषय
There is an announcement
ट्रैफिक
from
पार्किंग की सुचारू व्यवस्था
Social
हेतु आवश्यक
Security
सूचना।
Wing.
एक आगामी 1 फरवरी 2026 को
From 1st
होने
February
वाले कामदार
2026,
मिलन कार्यक्रम में गुजरात जोन की सेवा का
it is
टर्न
the
है,
turn of the Gujarat
जहां करीबन
state
500 गाड़ियों के आने की संभावना
where
है
there is
तथा
a
जिसके
possibility
सुचारू
of
संचालन के लिए सुरक्षा
more than
प्रभाग द्वारा
500 vehicles
निम्न स्थानों को
being
ट्रैफिक
parked
पार्किंग
in
के
this
लिए
campus.
चिन्हित किया गया है। एक शांतिवन गेट नंबर 1 और 3 के बाहर,
There is a place
शांतिवन के
around
पीछे गेट नंबर 5 के
outside
बाहर,
gate number 1 and 3,
बाबा भवन और गेट नंबर 4
and there is a place between gate number 4
आनंद सरोवर के अंदर एवं
or
बाहर पार्किंग स्थानों
near
पर
Baba Bhavan
और
and
4
between the
रूम नंबर
Manmohini
88
and
और 89
Anand
के
Sarovar,
खाली
and there is
समय
the
पर
empty place
सभी
of this
गुजरात
hall
जोन
number
के भाई
88,
बहनों से
89.
विनम्र निवेदन है कि वे शांतिवन पधारने पर गेट नंबर 3 में अपने वाहनों का पंजीकरण कराने के पश्चात ही उपरोक्त बताए हुए पार्किंग स्थानों पर अपने वाहनों को पार्क करेंगे।
So all the vehicle owners are requested to just inform, then you can park your vehicles there.
रोड के सभी भाई बहनों से भी निवेदन है कि वे अपने वाहन 4 व्हीलर और 2
The sisters and brothers of the BK colony also
परिसर में न लाए,
requested not to bring your vehicles and park here in this campus.
उन्हें क्रेन द्वारा हटाया जाएगा। ओम शांति।
Let's remember Baba. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Gulzar Ji. The Supreme Soul gave us this divine knowledge through Prajapita Brahma. Initially, the knowledge of the soul was very clear to us, while the knowledge of the Supreme Soul wasn't clear at the time. First, we received this knowledge just as in a school one doesn't study for a BA or MA in a kindergarten class. We progress gradually. So in the same way, when we used to go into trance, because I too had the trance experiences from the age of 8 as a blessing from the Supreme Soul. So at that time, when I didn't have the clear recognition or introduction of the Father, but when I saw that point of light, that my experience says that though it didn't have the physical form, not even of the Brahma Baba's face, yet on seeing that point of light, I just felt that he is my everything. Om Shanti.